Hey everyone, Tapdawg here with Little Alchemist Helper, and today's video is actually kind of happening last minute. Um, I originally thought that the Plague Pack was going to be coming out today, so I had a video planned, not to review the Plague Pack. I've done that before, but I'll probably post this video a little bit later in the week, but basically it'll say that the Plague Pack's in the shop now, which it's not, so I apologize for that. But what we found out this morning is we actually had two new packs show up in the shop. Well, I should say old packs returning. The first one of those is the Mythos pack, and the other one is the Oceania pack. And so in this video, I'm going to review the Mythos pack, and then hopefully either later tonight or tomorrow, I will put out a video for the Oceania pack. It'll probably be tomorrow. I wanted to start with Mythos because I think that's the better of the two packs, so I wanted to review it with you, let you know about it. But with that being said, let's jump into this. So the first card that is in this pack is actually the Myth card, which hopefully you see on your screen there. And with this card, it is a 3.5 star, according to both mine and Mr. Andersam's rankings. I might actually bump this up to a 4-star after doing a little bit more research on it, but let me explain why. First off, the amount of combos this card has. It has 110 combos. I always tell you guys, if a card has over 100 combos, that's a great sign. It's going to be a good card. But I also need to look at the quality of the combos that it makes. So of those 110 combos, only 3 of them are bronze, meaning they're not really good combos. 9 of them are silver, so again, all those not that great. And then all the rest, 41 are gold, 57 are diamond. So it's always good to see the diamond having the most quality of the combos, because then you're going to have combos that are doing a great amount of damage. But when this card's fully leveled up, it has 16 attack, 17 defense. But let's review some of the best combo cards that this card makes. So first is actually a card that's I'm going to review a little bit later in this pack, but it's the Hephaestus. I can't say his name. I'm not really good into Greek mythos, and there's a lot of Greek mythos in here, so I apologize. But I know it shows as a gold card here, but it actually can become a diamond or even a onyx card if well, actually it couldn't become an onyx card, but it becomes a diamond card, and I believe it is a 33-33 attack when it's comboed with an onyx combo card with Myth. So I think it's like Hammer with Mythos makes that, so kind of a fun card. Other good combos it makes, again, another one that looks silver here but actually can become a diamond card, and that's Phoenix. I believe this one becomes like a 36-29, so it's a pretty good useful combo to make. I think it combos with Ash with Mythos. There's also Firebird Force. Let me get that up on the screen, which is kind of an X-Men Phoenix representation. That one is a very good glass cannon. I don't remember the attack and defense off the top of my head. And then the last two, again, are going to show as gold, but they become diamond combos, and they both are a 38-25. So Aries here and Precious Ring. So those are all just some of the better combos that this Myth card makes. And so, again, doing my research, this is probably a high 3.5, closer to 4-star combo. So really good, one I would recommend potentially getting if you don't have any decent gold combo cards yet. This is a good one to add to your grouping. But let's review the Onyx combo card and see what that looks like. And it's actually a card that a lot of you, if not most of you, have, and that's going to be Food. Food's a event gold combo card that's been turned into an Onyx. So a lot of you guys already have this card researched as well, which means you would be able to add it into your deck right away if you get it, which I think is a great thumbs up. It means you're able to use it very quickly without having to do additional research. Mr. Andersam and I actually rank Food as a 4.5 star for Onyx combos. So that is a great thing. This is a great, one of the better Onyx combo cards. It has 109 combos. Again, it's over that 100 mark, so that's always a good sign. But when you look at the combos it makes, it has 1 bronze combo, 1 silver combo. So very few of these combos are bad. You've got 63 gold, 44 diamond. So mostly heavily on the gold side, but still 44 diamond combos is not that bad. And obviously, all of the combos it's going to combo with are going to become diamond versions since it's an Onyx card. But just to give you the kind of idea of the quality of the combos. And then it's level 23-23 when it's fully leveled up. Now let's talk about some of the best combos it makes. Again, most of these are going to be diamond. Well, they'll all be diamond, but some of them actually show as diamond originally. So the first one is going to be the Easy Cake Oven. And you can actually make this an onyx version as well. I think the onyx version is 3734. I think the diamond version is a 3431. So either way, it's a pretty decent combo to make for Easy Cake Oven. You have Punchy, which is an 18-7 here. Oh gosh, I can't remember what it becomes. It might be close to that 38-25 or 38, something around there. I don't know. It's a really good combo to make. Same thing with Sugar Demon, same idea. And I apologize, I normally have more notes on these, but I wanted to get this out as quickly as I could, so I don't have all the details on these. But Sugar Demon and Punchy both have the same attack and defense when they get fully leveled up as a combo. Another good glass cannon is going to be Hot Pepper. This one might be like a 40 and a 20 or something like that. And then you've got Fire Candy as well, another one of those good high attack cards. And then the last good combo that it makes is Food Squad. This one has just a little bit more defense than the Hot Pepper did. All right, so that's the two gold combo and onyx combo cards. Myth, again, high 3.5, close to 4-star. And onyx combo card, Food is a 4.5 star. So definitely, if you're in the need for combo cards, both of those are not going to do you wrong. They're really helpful and useful to have. Now let's look at the Diamond Final Form cards and see how these look. Again, they're all going to be based on Mythos, so kind of like imaginary storytelling characters. So the first one is actually going to be Hades, who's kind of the lord of the underworld. You might have watched Hercules before, and he's kind of the antagonist in that movie. But Hades here is a 31-24 counterattack. Now, that's a pretty decent attack level, but the defense is just a tad bit too high on this card, so I don't know if it'd be necessarily a useful counterattack. You could probably throw it into an arena deck if you're doing a counterattack tiebreaker deck, but it's not as useful as another counterattack card that's actually in this pack. So this is one that I'd probably just level up and throw in my heroics. Wouldn't put it into an arena unless I'm trying to do a counterattack tiebreaker deck. Next, again, going with the whole Mythos theme, is Merlin, the great and powerful sorcerer. He is a 32-24, and he's a critical strike card. So he's a decent critical strike. There are obviously ones that are better than him in terms of the amount of damage that they would do. 32 obviously becomes 64. I would probably add this to Underdog if I was to get this card. I wouldn't add it into my Tapdawg arena, but for those of you who need a decent critical strike, it has good defense, this is a good one to add to your heroics and to your arena if you don't have better critical strikes. So we'll continue on from here. This is the other counterattack card. It's going to be Arachne, which I don't actually know the story behind this, and again, I didn't have a chance to research, but I'm assuming Arachne is probably a mythological spider of some sort. But if you know, put your information down in the comments there. I always read those and try to respond to them. But Arachne here is a counterattack, and she has 32 damage, 22 defense. So she's much better than the Hades card I mentioned earlier. She has one additional attack, which is always great, but then she has 2 less defense, which you might think, well, what's good about that? Again, with the counterattack, the more damage that's done to you, the more you get to reflect back. So having a lower defense on a counterattack card is actually a good thing. I believe this is actually one of the top 10 counterattack cards, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely a good get if you're trying to have a counterattack tiebreaker deck. This is one you could add to your arena for that. Otherwise, you can always level it up and keep it unfused and throw it into your heroics, or you can even fuse it and try to do the counterattacks in heroics. I personally don't like that strategy, but some people use it to great ability. All right, next of the cards here is Apollo. Apollo, I believe he was something to do with the sun. So yeah, I think he might have been flown. I don't think he was the one that flew too close to the sun, but I remember something with the sun from Greek mythology for him. But he is also a critical strike card like Merlin, but he's not as good. He's a 30-24. I would say this is just an okay critical strike. Maybe you can toss it in your heroics, or if you don't have a 30-24 critical strike yet, you can add it to your arena for now until you get a better one. The next one is actually from a different pack. It's from the Beauty pack, but this is Aphrodite, and it makes sense for her to be in here because she's another Greek mythology character. I think she's like the goddess of love or fertility or something like that. But she's also a critical strike card, but she's the worst critical strike in this pack. She's a 28-26. So if you get her, you can probably fuse her, throw under your heroics. Otherwise, maybe just keep her unfused for extra turns to damage. But that's kind of the idea with that card. Next is actually a card that looks cool and has really good stats. Unfortunately, it's a curse, and that's Furies. Not furries, it's Furies. Just want to make sure you guys heard that. This is a curse card, unfortunately, but it is a 34-19. So this is a great damaging card to add to your heroics. Some people will use curse cards in a stall deck, so this would be a good option for that purpose because it takes out your opponent's damage. But so if you're doing a stall deck, it might be a good one to throw in there. But typically, if I was to get this card, I would just level it up and throw it in my heroics, unfused. And then the last Diamond Final Form card in this pack is going to be Cyclops. Cyclops is a Crushing Blow 31-26, which is just an okay Crushing Blow. There are some that have 34-36 attack. So again, if you're needing Final Form cards to add into your arena, this could be a good starter one. I wouldn't leave it in there permanently, and I'd probably just throw it into my heroics. I'd leave it unfused at first if I can. So that's kind of the Diamond Final Form cards. We've just got a couple Gold Final Form cards. Most of these aren't very useful, but there's a couple that actually could be useful, especially for your heroics. So let's go through those. The first one is Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter reference, obviously. Fortunately, it's a curse card because that makes sense for Harry Potter to have a curse, and that's a 21-20 when it's leveled up. So I would probably just personally dust this card, but you could always level it up and throw it into your heroics if you need to. Next, again, we mentioned this guy earlier, Hephaestus. I don't know how to say his name. This is a Crushing Blow, 22-22. So it's not that bad. Could also be a good starter Crushing Blow card for a arena deck if you really needed one. But more than likely, I would just level it up and throw it in my heroics. Then you've got the first of the decent options here, Gaia. Gaia is a 24-19 Crushing Blow card, so this could be added to your heroics or even your arena if you needed to. It's not that bad of a Crushing Blow for a gold card, but more than likely, if I was to get this, I would just throw it in my heroics. Then you've got Hesperides Tree or Hesperides Tree. I don't know how to say that. This is an absorb card, which unfortunately has more defense than attack, but it's a 20-23, so I'd probably not level this up for absorb abilities, but maybe you can. There could be some use for it, but I'd probably just throw it in my heroics as is. Two last cards. First is Hercules, which is also a decent Crushing Blow. It's just like Gaia. It's a 24-19 Crushing Blow card. So just like Gaia, you could throw this into your arena or heroics, depending on what you need. More than likely for me, I would just throw it into my heroics. And then the last card is Holy Grail, which is a 21-21 protection card. If I added this to my heroics, I would not fuse it. I just leave it as is. But yeah, that is it. That is all the cards here. I don't know how to get rid of that off my screen now. I guess I can just make it hide. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I apologize. Like I said, I'll probably have another video out later this week, which is about the best boss card to grind currently in game with the changes they made. But for now, this is just a quick video for you. I'll also make out or come out with the Oceanic pack review either later tonight or tomorrow. So be looking for that. But I apologize. This is kind of a last-minute thing. There was a change in the schedule. Plague Pack was supposed to come out. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you real soon. All right. Take care.